I see EPI as a professional organization. One of the great benefits that it provides is the full spectrum of interdisciplinary practice. So folks coming together who all have a different perspective and a lot of different experiences. So you've got investment bankers, accountants, wealth managers, lawyers, accountants, business brokers, you know, a whole consultants. And that, let's call it mix, that stew of ideas really produces something that adds up. It's a sum that, you know, exceeds the whole of the parts. The chapter's been going about 1.5 years. It's a relatively small chapter. We typically get 30 or 40 people, but it tends to be a very loyal group of people at each meeting. So what's nice about it is that they get to know one another, and we have a lot of discussion. So we will have a presenter, right? Relatively short presentation, and then there's just a big roundtable discussion where issues are being, you know, kind of put on the table and discussed, and people really enjoy that roundtable. And what I see is that they're not just learning from one another; they're actually starting to do business together. So they're developing a professional network that they trust, but there's a foundation, understanding, knowledge, approach, right, best practices that there's a vocabulary that's developing that they can talk to one another in, right? So it's demystifying this whole area of transition planning in a very rapid way. And what people tell me is that, yeah, they love the topics. It's great to be exposed to different ideas by the speakers. And we've been successful in bringing in some very interesting folks. But it's the roundtable discussion and the relationships that they build over time in interdisciplinary professions that really matter to them. And they're not getting that anywhere else.